What do you want to talk about? Stuff?
Man, I don't want to talk about anything.
Nothing?
Let us talk about whatever this year's show. What do you want to talk about?
Bubba Wallace is in the Daytona 500 today, so that's cool.
Cool. Talk at me about that for a little bit.
Nah.
Okay.
Cardale Jones is the best quarterback in the XFL. That's cool.
That's true. Cardale Jones is the best quarterback the XFL has ever seen.
PJ Walker might have
He
something to
is
say about that later.
He is a historic talent. PJ Walker can't hold Cardale Jones's Xbox controller.
That's a take.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this for Cardale: 13-0 as a starter.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw that stat, and there's definitely those cats that have had those stats. Like has only lost like 3 times in their entire career. Cardale Jones is now approaching 30. Right. It's a long time since he's lost a football game as a starter. Do you know how much that would blow my head up? That every time that I touched a football, that my team won. But yet, every time that I started the game, my team won. That's wild that you could just go a decade without losing a game as a starter. And football is a wild and crazy place where you can have some sort of like intangible. This is the exact opposite of a Jay Cutler situation where you've just gone winless for your entire life, but you're now a multi 4,000 yard throwing quarterback. And Cardale Jones is like, I've never lost. Give me this shot. Yeah, no, I I really dig that.
Man gets on average 2 starts a season.
Yeah, that's a pretty good game if you can swing it.
Well, my favorite fact is Cardale Jones is Tom Herman's most successful quarterback. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
My favorite Cardale Jones fact.
My favorite Cardale Jones fact is that he skunk rules every child in a cancer ward. That's my favorite. That he has no mercy on anybody. My favorite fact is that he absolutely did not major in playing school at Ohio State. Cardale Jones is a character. I love that dude.
He still graduated.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to throw that in there because there's a stigma that gets attached to that.
Yeah, I mean, first off,
And he tweeted that in 2012.
Cardale Jones,
which was 2 years.
Yeah, but it's also one of the greatest sports quotes of all time.
Why we got to go to class?
Yeah, I ain't come here to play school. Right. It's up there with as far as like sprinkling your words or sprinkling the things that you say to the friends that you have. Up there with I'm taking my talents down to Starbucks. Would you like anything? So it's one of those things. Practice, playoffs. I ain't come here to play school. It's good.
Nah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed just watching the man play quarterback.
Yeah. He wins.
The dude took a sack, fumbled the ball, and completed a pass on the same play.
Right, because he's talented. He's the greatest, the XFL quarterback. Would you expect anything less? I'm gonna keep harping on that.
I watched PJ Walker in his opener go for 270 and 4 tutties for the Houston Roughnecks in June Jones's run and shoot.
Yeah, it's a good argument.
And the other part that I love about this is that quietly, the best quarterbacks in the XFL are all black.
Yeah.
Like, Landry Jones might have something to say about that because we're recording this just before the Dallas Renegades played the Los Angeles Wildcats.
Oh, yeah, but Landry Jones got like a 1-drop rule in him. Is that what you're getting at?
Not according to his interviews. Having interviewed Landry Jones, nope. Not the man from Artesia, New Mexico. Sorry.
Okay.
That's just I think he's the one pro to come out of that entire state. That's it. But Taylor Cornelius got the start for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Mm-hmm. And for which I'm going, why aren't we just running Rich Rod's spread with Quentin Flowers at this point, Mark Trestman? Because when Quentin Flowers is on the field running zone read, y'all move the ball. Now we got people talking about quarterback problem because Matt McGloin, who was supposed to be everybody's favorite, not only he get the hook, my man went off over there to stand by himself, which is elite leadership.
Yeah, no, I saw a tweet I like this thing. I hate it, but I like what it produces. Is that the sideline reporters for the XFL, they go in there and they ask people questions, and the questions are pretty much like, and they're truly on point. It's like, I saw that you messed up there. You want to talk about how you messed up in the future? How do you plan on messing up even more? And they're just like, people. Nobody's used to this yet, especially right after having getting coach questions from a reporter is not something that they like.
People are claiming this is a train wreck, by the way. Those immediate interviews.
Yeah, but they're train wrecking like the like Survivor vote offs or the Real World, the Bachelorette type interviews. Like, yeah, they're really bad. Can I get more of those?
You are antithetical to every football fan that you know, which is a thing that's not new to you.
Okay.
Right? That's a thing that's not new to you.
Ouch. Okay, go ahead.
This from the man who went to his coaches and like, if we run full house backfield, we'll win. And then not only they run full house backfield, they don't even look at you.
I'm not above saying that I created something to put myself on the offensive side of the ball with the ball in my hands. I'm not saying that I didn't do that. But hey, you would too. If you had a chance to create something that was cool, that would work, but that you would get the ball and maybe you get 6 to your name, you do it, right?
It is the RJ Young podcast.
Okay. Just checking.
But that's kind of the point though, right? Is football is antithetical to that idea. Football is the ultimate team game until you're no longer helpful to the team.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Talking about McGloin being unhelpful to the team? Or
I mean, we have so many not bleeped F-bombs and S-bombs, and this is on network television. This is ABC and Fox regular.
It's what you expect from live football.
Right, but not what the audience is used to hearing in live football.
I know.
And I guess what I'm saying is that you are here for how everybody else is reacting to this.
Yeah, no.
Not necessarily the thing itself.
No, okay. So my headspace in any one thing is like, can you believe other people are seeing this right now?
Right.
Yeah, no, that's you've got me. I like this. I like the idea that somebody is over there just losing their mind, or there's somebody that is just worn out the 3-5 second delay button. Oh, there's like, oh, this is
dump.
Yeah, why is some whole game on mute? And it's that's because the offensive coordinator is cursing out the quarterback, and the quarterback's cursing out the offensive coordinator, and somebody just asked a question like, what were you thinking when you threw that interception? It's like, probably shouldn't have thrown that interception.
But on the flip side, this is what we all come to love about Hard Knocks, right?
Yeah.
When it's going well, it's Chucky lighting people up with F-bombs.
Mm-hmm.
It's practices, y'all are all soft and this and that. But that's also not network television. That is premium cable. And even that is watered down and edited. This is live television.
Yeah, well,
which is the part of this that makes it so compelling.
But it's live television. This is reality television. This is all the stuff that you want people here. This is Big Brother After Dark, right? This is the people that are watching it online, but they're bringing it to TV.
I'm arguing the point.
Yeah.
Because Big Brother After Dark is still edited and taped.
No, that's the one where you just get to watch it live.
Oh, you mean like the stream, on the single cam?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
No, but okay. So let's assume that. All right. Go ahead with that. Walk that one out. So it's still edited, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you were done with that.
Well, the point being, if I'm the producer and I'm going back through this to edit it, there are parts of this that I can clean up, repackage, delete entirely, cut out, leave on the floor, make into GIF, put in the blooper reel, whatever. Mm-hmm. You don't get to do that with this kind of an audience on live television, which is why many producers would tell you, I hate live TV.
Yeah, live stuff is...
So like me doing my live streams by myself, I kind of shut that down, and I said, I'm just going to do it when I feel like it. Why? Because there was so much to keep track of and so many things that I would do poorly or wrong that made me into much more of a caricature and less of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like one of the comments that I got on a recent upload when I was having a conversation, I think with, is Bill Hastings. It's
Okay.
like, yo, RJ, your passion, your energy is not there. Well, one, it ain't just a switch that I flip. It's actually me just being animated about a thing that I enjoy or have some level of passion about. Having a conversation with someone else is not necessarily that. It can be. Sometimes it is. You know, like you said last week, and it was called RJ Has Things to Say.
Yeah, man.
Right. However, give me an opportunity to edit things that I don't like, or to remove parts of the conversation that reflect poorly. Probably going to do that.
Yeah.
The XFL does not have that benefit
No.
with live television.
No.
And nobody would care to watch taped football.
No, absolutely not. So, to me, this is just one large win-win. Because not only do you get to have football after football's over, you get to have the show. You get to have all the conversations that you wish you could have seen during the football that you liked.
The discourse around it, though, is still evolving into that. Like, the number of people who are talking about the XFL at a, let's call it, intellectual level.
All right, so the XFL Academia.
Or just have a conversation about the commentary. Have a conversation about something other than the quarterback play.
The commentariat.
Have a conversation about people are watching this, or were they watching it for just that opening weekend. Like, we'll get the reviews back and we'll get the ratings back. But people continue to say that it's bad football. And it's like, you don't know that it's bad football unless you're watching it. And if you're watching it, there's something you're getting out of it. Because all of the unders for the XFL have cashed. Because it's real hard to move the ball offensively if you don't have certain skill players. Like, we got used to saying that offensive football was dominating defensive football because the rules are all slanted toward the offense, to which we're watching the XFL and we're like, well, turns out.
I kind of feel like the XFL and the rule books kind of maximize, like, has turned the rule books or the advantage that offenses have over defenses over the past few years, and then college football and NFL just went pure maximalist. And as you said, the unders got it every time. I don't know.
Because it's still real hard to move the football if y'all don't know what y'all are doing. Mm-hmm. And even if some of you know what you're doing, it can't be just some of you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think this is just not just one of those type of things, but the idea of bad football. Because I've heard this argument before when it comes to, this used to be, maybe still is, the big argument for, I don't watch college football. It's bad football compared to the NFL. I'm like, kind of, sort of, but we're looking at the degrees of separations between one team and another team in the NFL. The variation is not that big. You might absolutely have a team that wrecks people every year, but there's just enough parity between you have the most talented people on earth playing in the highest league. Well, let's say college football, you have Alabama and Vanderbilt. Like, that's just the difference between the number 1 and the number 12 team is much larger in college football than it is in the NFL. So when I look at I don't think people actually realize what is bad football. They generally see bad quarterback play as bad football. I'm like, okay, that's kind of, I get it. I
don't think you're also giving it enough weight.
Okay. What do you mean?
Who touches the ball every single snap? The center and the quarterback.
That's the quarterback, right? Yeah.
But also, you can tell a lot about how good your football team is going to be based entirely on quarterback play. Entirely. If your quarterback can't throw the ball past 10 yards, you ain't going to be very good. Ask the Dallas Renegades. Okay? Chad Pennington made it work, but Chad Pennington was not a great quarterback. And his Jets teams ain't any good.
No, they were fine. He was good.
Exactly.
He was good. They were fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fine. Fine doesn't cut it when you're used to a particular brand of football, which also brings me back to my argument, which is anybody who's actually watched a high school football game or several or a season's worth will tell you, no, this is good football. The XFL is It's junior college All-American. That's what it is. Because, like, Matt Elam is a starting safety for the DC Defenders. Mm-hmm. Do you know Matt Elam?
No. Yeah, no.
Matt Elam is a first-round draft pick out of Florida in 2012.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
My man lost his gig because he caught a drug charge, with possession to distribute, charge drop. Then he caught an assault and battery charge, his girlfriend, charge drop. But we got lots of safeties we can go get, some of which are first rounders. You look around the league and you'll be like, oh, okay, so you got a first round safety and you have a walk-on quarterback at Oklahoma State in Taylor Cornelius who can't even make a squad. So, knowing all of that, is it any shock that some of the defense has been better than some of the offense? And if you get a winning quarterback like P.J. Walker, who has the record for wins at Temple,
right,
and is the quarterback who turned around Temple as Matt Rule's head coach, you can understand how that man could go for like 17-27 for 272, 4 tutties.
Right, because he is a good quarterback.
Cardale Jones won a national championship.
Ain't lost a game.
Ain't lost a game. And yet people are lining up to give Nathan Peterman money. Mitch Trubisky breathes while Cardale Jones just wins every game he plays as a starter.
To me, this is one of those, I'd like to see how the rest of the season plays out, and if anybody else is a breakout star or shows out that they are, they're really good. But having this league now is one of those where we get to see how much the intangibles really matter. Because if people are waiting to throw money at Nathan Peterman, but keep kicking off Cardale Jones, who I'm not even is that an argument that we could make? Is that Cardale Jones is better than Nathan Peterman?
Is Cardale Jones even better than Brett Hundley?
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, but Brett Hundley has an NFL job. Nathan Peterman had an NFL job.
Mike Glennon,
NFL job. Cardale Jones,
big, tall, and sorry.
And people would say that about I don't want to turn this into Cardale cast, but it's like that's what people would say about Cardale Jones. He's big, tall, and sorry. But I'm like, some of those the other cats, but this dude ain't lost a game. That's an overrated stat at this point in the scenario. But he's not bad. But he can't. But he's not on NFL roster. So all said and done, I'd love to see what's the thing that keeps him off payroll. What is your manager of young men as a head coach saying? Can't have him in my office.
Well, John Gruden just said that Marquette King wasn't a fit. All-pro putter.
Marquette King's like one of the few non-Scandinavian CrossFit athletes that I follow on anything.
Fort Valley State.
Marquette King is a national treasure. And if you don't want him on the field, I understand that sometimes he'll pin it at the 2-yard line and then get a unsportsmanlike contact. Still better than a touchback. But my man is really good, and he's really fun, and people like him. I'm glad XFL has done a really good thing by having Marquette King, but let my man have fun.
Chris Warcraft get to have fun, but not Marquette King.
No.
Pat McAfee get to have fun, but not Marquette King.
It's a travesty.
I
think I just might be trying to justify my follows, but Marquette King,
like most people.